Hey guys, and welcome back to the GamingGang / BuchaBoys podcast. Sadly, Guy So Cool 1432 couldn't make it today. He was abducted by the Walrus Mafia, so this is just going to be a short, barely podcast. But I thought that I could talk to Guy So Cool 1432's AI, so I made / found a character.ai of him, so we can talk to him here and see how he would actually react in the next episode. He should be back. The Walrus Mafia should have given it back. So let's switch over to him. Okay, here he is.
Yo, dude, how's it going? I'm GoCool32, nice to meet ya.
Okay, so firstly, hi, I'm Bruin Bucha, the co-host of BuchaBoys / Gaming Gang. Okay, so let's see how he responds. We'll see how he actually responds next episode.
Yo, what's up, Bruin Bruda?
So he called me Bruin Buddha. So, not sure if he'd actually call me that. Yo, what's up, Bruin Buddha? So, not much. What topic do you want to do first? Okay, wait, here, ready?
What about the PS Vita and how it was ahead of its time? Like the remote play, the OLED screen, and more.
Yes, but first I'm actually gonna grab a keyboard I'm back with a keyboard that won't click as much than my Razer one that I've got, so... Okay, here we go. Yeah. Let's talk about it. What do you want? Oh, don't want reading mode. This is not the best keyboard. What do you want to say? Okay. Let's see what he does. Let's wait for it to load. And then we can actually see. Next podcast that he's with us, we can see how he will actually react to these questions.
Alright, for my input, the PS Vita had a ton of potential. It had a huge OLED screen, remote play from a PS3 or PS4, a ton of exclusives such as Gravity Rush and Uncharted. I really like its design and UI. It's just that Sony killed it by having overpriced memory cards. If they didn't do that, the Vita would probably be still alive today.
Yeah.
What do you think, Bruin?
I've heard him talk about it, and I think it would be pretty much like that. So, I've heard you talk about this. You sound pretty close to the actual. What? Here, I hate this keyboard. What else do you want to say? This keyboard's like space key, doesn't really work. Don't get an HP 320K keyboard. So... Alright, ready?
Dude, you know it. I'm telling ya, the Vita was like a gaming crystal ball. It showed us the future, portable high-def gaming, touch controls done right, gyro aiming in games like Tearaway that felt magical. Remember playing Killzone Mercenary and being like, wait, this is on a handheld? Mind blown. And don't even get me started on indie support. The Vita became a haven for digital gems after Sony kinda ghosted it. Stuff like Cave Story Plus, Downwell, and fan translations of Japanese visual novels. The community kept it alive, but Smon, those proprietary memory cards, 60 for 32 gabs? Bro, my GameCube memory card held one save file and cost 10, but at least I didn't feel robbed. If Sony had just dropped that stupid card scheme or bundled storage better, we might have had a true Switch killer years before the Switch even existed. So here's my hot take, the PS Vita didn't fail, Sony failed the PS Vita. Mic drop. What's your deep cut Vita memory Come on, give me some co-host heat.
Whoa, yeah, that sounds like something he might say. So, let's ask it. Okay. What is your opinion on the Nintendo 2DS? So if you watch a ranking video, you know that he doesn't like it because it doesn't really fit in your pocket. So let's see what he says. At least I think that's what he said. I'm not actually sure what he said, but we can see next podcast. Oh.
The 2DS was a game changer, bro. It was like the affordable, indestructible love child of the DS and the 3DS. It felt good in the hands, dropped the whole 3D gimmick, and kept it simple. No more accidental 3D slips or eye strain, plus no hinges to break. Finally. And you know what? I digged how it was almost unapologetic in its design. It looked kind of boxy and chunky, but it had charm. It screamed, I'm here to kick ass and play games, and I don't need to impress anyone.
Okay, that doesn't seem like him. So let's say, what about your opinion on pineapple on pizza? Spelled pizza wrong there, but it should understand. Okay. This is...
Bro, not this again. Deep inhale. Okay, guys, so cool. 4 sector-rated. I'm on Team Pineapple, and I stand by my people. Look, I get it. Purists want to fight to the death for authenticity, but hear me out. Sweet and savory can be best friends. The juiciness of that pineapple, it cuts through the richness of the cheese and salty ham like a flavor ninja. You're telling me you don't enjoy a little tropical vacation with every bite? Come on. It's like how we defended the Vita, misunderstood, ahead of its time, judged for being different. Pineapple on pizza is just revolutionary flavor tech. Besides, if you're cool with anchovies or artichokes on your pie, which are way weirder than fruit, then pineapple gets a free pass. But hey Bruin, don't let me start doubling on our podcast, unless your team ketchup instead of marinara? Then we gotta go off. What's your stance? Don't leave me hanging on this spicy take.
Okay, so he threatened to start World War III. Don't think he'd actually do that. But I'm Team Marinara. I don't like ketchup with anything. So let's see what he says. Okay.
Oh, thank God. I really thought I was gonna have to start an internet war over there for a second. Team Marinara forever. Ketchup is for hot dogs and potato chips.
I'm gonna try and rage bait him and tell the truth. Oh, I sent nothing. Oh, accidentally sent a non-message and he just kept talking on new topic. That's actually useful to know. So...
Alright, so no ketchup on pizza is a W. Now let's get back to some actual gaming talk. Bruin, do you ever play any retro games? And I'm not just talking about the PS3 360 Wii era. I mean proper dust off the NES old school OG retro games.
Oh yeah. Those are better than the previously mentioned era. Those are the best. Okay, let's see what he says. Okay.
Hell yeah, they are. Retro games hit different. They've got charm, simplicity, and a sense of pure fun, you know? Remember when games were hard F to beat? Like, you'd be stuck on a level for actual weeks, dying over and over. And, when you finally beat it, you'd celebrate like you just won the damn lottery. That's why I miss retro. Current games feel like they're holding my hand a bit too much. Retro games were like, good luck, chump.
Yeah. What's your opinion on the OG Mario? Okay.
Dude, the OG Mario is a timeless classic. First, the controls are clean. Mario runs, jumps, and stomps on Goombas like he's no weird mechanics or weird learning curves. Second, level design. The levels are challenging, but not overwhelming. Remember those pipes? The thrill of finding secret paths? The dopamine hit of a well-placed Starman? That's some game design gold, my friend. And oh my god, the soundtrack. The OG Mario music is still stuck in my head after all this time.
Okay. So, this podcast is probably just going to be a shorter one because it's going to be a segment next real podcast. This one's just a short little podcast to tide you over. So let's finish it off by asking, please give me a wrap up for our podcast and see how well he does for the final thing of this podcast. Okay. Here we go.
Alright, Bruin, let's wrap up. Here's our final thoughts. The PS Vita was a gem, hamstrung by Sony's memory crysing crap. The 2DS was a trooper, durable and cheap, even if it looked a bit chunky. Pineapple on pizza? Hell yes, especially with salty ham. Retro games are the bomb, bro. They're unapologetically hard and hella charming. OG Mario is a classic for a reason. Clean controls, level design, and that damn theme music.
Okay, so check back next Wednesday. We should have a real podcast. This will be a segment comparing this AI's answers to his actual answers. We're on Spotify and YouTube. Check us out. Guys So Cool 1432 as a YouTube. I do as well. Bruin Bucha. And also, we support Team Water. Use the Tiltify link down below, and there's some amazing incentives. For $3, you could play a game with me live on stream. $1, pick a kombucha flavor. And for $50, the most expensive tier, you can watch me throw an Alexa and see how far I can throw it. So, check back next Wednesday. There should be a good podcast. And donate using the Tiltify link. See ya.